I'm going to preview the 2 seed Michigan versus 3 seed Louisville women's basketball game, which will be played March 28th at 11:30 a.m. Central Time on ABC, and it's obviously in Fort Worth, Texas, at Dickies Arena. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. As of right now, Michigan's favored by 4.5. I know Louisville has a player that's no longer part of the program, and I'm even not going to even mention her in all this on the stats or anything like that. I'll go stats over both teams and give keys to the game to both. Overall records: Louisville is 29-7 overall, 15-3 in the ACC. Now Michigan's 27-6 overall, 15-3 in the Big Ten. What are some keys, some players to keep an eye on for Louisville? The first one is Dejana Roberts, number 22, 5'10" guard as a sophomore, 11.6 points per game, 2.4 rebounds per game, 3.1 assists per game, 1.7 turnovers per game, 1.3 steals per game, and 1.1 fouls per game. And just to let y'all know, anything below 0.6 on the steals, blocks, turnovers, and fouls, I'm not going to go over. And obviously, anything above like 2 points per 2 rebounds and 2 assists per game, I'm definitely going to go over. Points per game doesn't really matter, and most players I'm going to go over are like above 2 points per game anyway, so you get the point there. 35.6% on threes on 180 attempts, 75.4% on free throws on 57 attempts. And we have to obviously wait and see what the injury report is for both these squads prior to this game. Then there's Laura Ziegler, number 0, 6'2" forward as a senior. 11.2 points per game, 6.9 rebounds per game, 2.9 assists per game, 1.6 turnovers per game, 0.6 steals per game, 1.3 fouls per game, 36.4% on threes on 129 attempts, 91.1% on free throws on 45 attempts. There's Amari Berry, number 2, 5'10" guard as a sophomore, 11 points per game, 4.8 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 1.5 steals per game, 1.8 fouls per game, 38.1% on threes on 139 attempts, 84.4% on free throws on 64 attempts. There's Elif Istanbuloglu, something like that. And I apologize for butchering that. Istanbullo. I mean, before the O is a U, then an O, then GLU. Yeah, her number is number 11, 6'3" forward as a junior. Istanbullo. Okay. Now I know. Okay, 9.8 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 0.9 steals per game, 2.1 fouls per game, 34.1% on threes on 85 attempts, 69.1% on free throws on 68 attempts. There's McCanley Randolph, number 4, 6' forward as a sophomore, 8.6 points per game, 5.6 rebounds per game, 1.1 turnovers per game, 1 steal per game, 2 fouls per game, 32.8% on threes on 58 attempts, 79.7% on free throws on 64 attempts. Okay, then there's Raina Scott, number 1, 5'10" guard that is a senior, 8.2 points per game, 2.5 rebounds per game, 2.8 assists per game, 2.1 turnovers per game, 1.3 steals per game, 1.6 fouls per game, 34% on threes on 53 attempts, 75.8% on free throws on 66 attempts. And the last player I'm really going to mention is Anaya Hardy, her number is 9, 6'3" forward as a sophomore, 4.9 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, 1.2 fouls per game, no threes attempted. By the way, 38.8% on free throws on 67 attempts. Now for Michigan, The first player to keep an eye on, obviously, is Olivia Olson, number 1, 6'1" guard as a sophomore. 19.2 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game, 1.9 turnovers per game, 1.8 steals per game, 2.3 fouls per game, 31.7% on threes on 120 attempts, 79.9% on free throws on 154 attempts. The Sella Swords, number 12, 6-foot guard as a sophomore. 14.8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 2.5 assists per game, 2 turnovers per game, 1.6 steals per game, 1.6 fouls per game, 34.5% on threes on 232 attempts, 76.3% on free throws on 59 attempts. There's Mila Holloway, number 3, 5'10" guard as a sophomore, 12.6 points per game, 4.1 rebounds per game, 4.8 assists per game, 2.8 turnovers per game, 1.6 steals per game, 2.6 fouls per game, 34.9% on threes on 129 attempts, 77.7% on free throws on 94 attempts. And there's Tayala Del Fosse, number 33, 6'3". They call her a guard. Maybe she's a forward instead. I don't know. I'm just basing this on ESPN on what they put in possessions here, okay? That is a sophomore. 8.9 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, 1.2 turnovers per game, just 0.6 steals per game, 1.3 fouls per game, 32.3% on threes on 65 attempts, 72.4% on free throws on 87 attempts. So as you can tell, they're a younger squad, and they're so far. And there's Ashley Sofilkanik, Sofilkanikh, number 15, 6'3" forward as a junior. 8 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 1.2 turnovers per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1.1 fouls per game, 2.7 1.1 blocks per game, 2.7 fouls per game, 0 for 1 on 3, so not really many threes attempted. 54.9% on free throws on 71 attempts. And as Brooke Quarles Daniels, number 5, 5'7" guard as a senior. So that's really the first senior, right? I'm going over here. 5.9 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, 2.9 assists per game. This is like for Michigan in terms of the seniors, by the way. 1.5 turnovers per game, 2.5 steals per game, 2.2 fouls per game. 0 for 3 on 3, 60.9% on free throws on 64 attempts. Then there's Kendall Dudley, number 22, 6'2" guard as a sophomore, 5.9 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 1.3 turnovers per game, 1.2 steals per game, 2.2 fouls per game, 1 for 4 on 3. So don't expect her to shoot that many threes, and 36.2% on free throws on 47 attempts. Not exactly a great number. Okay, this is Mackenzie Matharin, number 25, 5'10" guard as a freshman, 3.7 points per game, 1 turnover per game, 1.2 fouls per game, 40% on threes on 35 attempts, 84.2% on free throws on 19 attempts. There's Macy Brown, number 2, 6-foot guard as a junior, 2.5 points per game, 0.8 turnovers per game, 1.1 fouls per game, 36.1% on threes on 36 attempts, 65.4% on free throws on 26 attempts. Then there's Alyssa Crockett, number 20, 6'2" forward as a senior, 2.4 points per game, 0.6 turnovers per game, 0.8 fouls per game, 31% on threes on 42 attempts, 62.5% on free throws, but that's on 8 attempts. Do I really need to go over anybody else? I don't think I do. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct. Because if you don't correct it, it's going to hurt you in this type of game. You might even lose because of that. I know there might be some questionable calls throughout this game, but you got to be a more mentally tougher team and make plays to win. I also will say you got to do this for your seniors here, and you certainly want the season to continue for them. And you got to out-hustle the other team. You got to limit your foul trouble while getting the opposing team in foul trouble. You got to keep your composure. Last thing you want is like a technical foul or flagrant fouls, even if it's an inverted. But still, you get the point. You got to get like your fans involved in the game as much as you can while take away the opposing fans in terms of the crowd noise. And you got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively and defensively, and not just from first quarter to second quarter, not just from first half to second half, but throughout the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So you get the point there about that. Now, I will say on defense, you got to contain the shooters, contain the slashers. You don't want to let them live at the free throw line, because if you do, they might make you pay from there. You got to limit the points in the paint. Obviously, you want to shut down the best players as much as you can and make them inefficient as much as possible. You got to force some turnovers. You got to limit you got to get some defensive rebounds and limit those offensive boards and limit those second chance points, because that could be the difference in the game sometimes. And limit the points out turnovers and the transition points, because sometimes it's easier to score when it's like a 2-on-1, a 1-on-0, or 3-on-1, or 3-on-2. You get the point. And you can't let the other team get too comfortable in this game on offense. And obviously on offense, you got to have your key players step up, and even your role players, because if your role players can step up, they could be the unsung heroes to advancing further in the NCAA tournament. You got to get some offensive rebounds so you could get some second chance points. You got to get some points in paint, whether it's a post up or a drive to the basket or pick and roll. You get the point. You got to make your free throws count if you get to the free throw line. You got to get some points out turnovers, because sometimes your best offense comes from your defense. You got to get some transition points as well. Well, obviously, you're going to have to wait and see what happens in this type of game right here. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the Reddit. 800 subscribers, of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Some more months, of course, live video. Content really helps YouTube background. Some more people see us, and the videos help as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe with the notification bell as well.